Hey everybody, this is my response video to Dr. Dave's Frozen Ball Challenge video that I'll provide a link in the description below. Now this challenge video was also a follow-on video from his top 10 proposition shot video that I'll also provide a link in the description below. Now be sure you watch that video on a full stomach because otherwise you're going to have a sudden craving for Olive Garden breadsticks. Now with the Frozen Ball Challenge, the objective is with cue ball in hand, you have the 1, the 9, and the 3 all frozen against the bottom rail. And hitting the 1 ball first, you have to make the 1 ball by itself, the 3 ball by itself, the 9 ball by itself, the 1 and the 3, the 1 and the 9, the 3 and the 9, and the 1, 3, and the 9, all with legal hits. Now if you watch the Frozen Ball Challenge video, you'll see examples where he pockets some of the combinations with legal hits and some of the other combinations with illegal hits. So let's go through each of these shots and see what I discovered and how to make them all with legal hits. Okay, we're going to execute these shots in numerical order. So starting with the 1 ball first, we're going to do my most favorite shot, and that's the cut cross bank shot, where you can cut the 1 ball so thin and have it come off this short rail and then have it bank here into this corner pocket. There's nothing special about making the 3 ball, you just do a simple combination. Now making the 9 ball by itself was a little tricky, but after a lot of experimenting and a lot of failed attempts, I was able to come up with this. I've placed the cue ball fairly close to the 1 ball. There is a small gap in between them. I'm going to cut the 1 ball so thin that I'm barely going to disturb the 3 and the 9. And the 1 ball is going to bank off this short rail and get out of the way, while the cue ball is going to come over here and hit this side rail. And then using left spin, I'm going to have the cue ball bank off this side rail to come back and make the 3-9 combination into this corner pocket. Now for making the 1 and the 3, I wanted to do something different than what Dr. Dave did in his Frozen Ball Challenge video. So what I'm going to do is, I'm still going to cut cross bank the 1 ball into this corner pocket. But when the cue ball hits this side rail, I'm going to throw enough right spin on it to have it come back and make the 9-3 combination into this corner pocket. Now for the 1 and the 9, in my opinion, this was the hardest shot to execute. But I'm basically going to do almost the same exact thing as I did for the 1 and the 3. I'm just not going to put as much right spin on the cue ball. Because after the cue ball hits that side rail, I needed to come back and hit this side rail in order to make the 3-9 combination in that corner pocket, while the 1 ball still banks in this corner pocket. Ah, that was so close. Now let's see if I can make it this time. Yes, that is the 3rd time I've been able to make that shot. Now for the 3 and the 9, that's fairly simple. You can come straight on the 1 ball from this angle with a little bit of topspin. And finally, for the 1, 3, and the 9, we're going to do something a little bit different again. Because even though I have cue ball in hand, I can't legally freeze the cue ball up against the 1 ball to make all 3 of them here in the corner pocket. But I happened to notice something while I was practicing making the 3 and the 9. If I do that same exact shot, but apply bottom left spin on the cue ball, I can get the 1 ball to bank down here into this corner pocket, while the 3 and the 9 still go in this corner pocket. Now how's that for a legal shot? And there you have it, everybody. I've completed Dr. Dave's Frozen Ball Challenge by successfully making all possible combinations with legal hits. Now come and join the fun with us and see if you can come up with different ways to make these shots. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if you haven't done so already, head on over to Dr. Dave's YouTube channel and subscribe to him as well. Take care, everybody.